Welcome back. To finish this session, let's now go back to a few methods that we say are destructive because these methods mutates the original array, and in particular we are not going to look at the methods reverse, sort and splice because all of these actually mutates the original array underlying array, and so we are going to explore some more modern alternative to these methods. This is necessary because often sometimes we use them, and actually most of the times we don't want to mutate the original array, so that's why in modern JavaScript we have some alternatives. So let's look at these alternatives one by one, and we are going to start with the reversing an array, which we remember we can use the reverse method on array. So for that, let me just do console.log moments, and then after this here we'll just declare here constant reverse movement. Here we'll just say movements dot reverse of, and then console.log again movements. So if you guess the output here, see again here I need to call this reverse movements. Okay, see here initially we have our movements here, which is this one. So we are doing this one here, this one reverse. So okay, and then again when we call our movements back here, see original array was mutated here and then it was converted into the reverse, which we did here. Okay, so now our original array is also here mutated, and as I mentioned in the introduction many times, this is not we wanted. So again, the reverse method here is a destructive method, but indeed it destroyed basically the original movements array, and many times this is not what we want. So basically we want to preserve the original and then here essentially take a copy. So we would actually achieve that by using the slice method, and I think we have done this slice method before. So what we'll just do here is, so we'll just do movements dot slice of reverse. So when I do this, see here, now you can see our original array is not mutated here, only this here happens only in the slice. Okay, and so then we would actually get the result what we wanted of only the reversed movements and to be reversed, but the original array remains untouched. But instead of this we can use the toReversed method. So the method will basically replace the two steps here in one. So let me just do that. So here dot toReversed. So when I save it, see here, so again we get the same result as before. The original data structure has not been touched. All right, now we have two other non-destructive versions, which are the toSort method instead of sort. So the one we are actually talked about a moment ago, then we have the toSpliced, and which replaces the splice method, which is also a destructive method. So let me just write that down here, which is toSorted, which is the sort, and then here we have the toSpliced, which is the splice. Okay, so these two work just exactly the same way as the originals. toSpliced works in the same way as the splice. toSort works in the same way as the sort, but the only difference that again they will not touch the original array and leave it intact. So there is no need to go over these two here now because we already know how it works. And there is, however, one completely new non-destructive method which we can use to change elements in an array, and again without changing the original array. So let's start with the destructive way, and remember that if we want to change a value in the array, we just do like this. Here we say moments array, and let's say that we want to change the second element to something else, so 0 and 1. So this one here, which is the 450, and let's say we want to change this to 200, so at the position 1. So let's say here our movement of 1 here, not 200, let's just say we want to change that to 2000 for suppose. So let me just console.log movements. As you can see here, it got changed here to 2000. Once again, get the mutated the original array. If you want to keep the original intact, then we have an alternative method of doing this. So we can create a brand new array. So let me just turn this here off, and then let me just create a brand new array, constant new movements dot width. At first place we need to change it here, right? So here we need the 2000, and then we'll just console.log new movements, and then we'll just call out once again our original array. So when I run this, as you can see here at this place, it got changed here to the 2000, and again when we, so this new movements will now get the new value of 2000 here at the position 1, but and then again the original stays intact, but it hasn't been updated here in this position. It's still here 450. So that's it for this video.